Hey guys, it's a nice day. I wanted to come do an overnighter, so that's what I'm doing. Got a brand new Adventure Sworn knife. I'll play with that, and I'll show you guys that a little bit later. But right now, we got to get out of the wind to a camp spot because it's getting late, and I got a lot of stuff to do. It's another walking shot. Those reeds are Phragmites. They're very invasive. They get about 12, 15 feet tall. We're almost there. That patch of aspen trees behind me that you can see, that's gonna be my camp. I did not anticipate the field being like this. This is me walking towards those aspens and hoping that the aspen patch is not like this as well. Hopefully the trees would have sucked up the water. There we go. Oh, lots of deer activity. They're probably happy it's warm enough just like me. Oh yeah, lots of deer poop over here. There we are. Not too wet. You can see here, this is a deer bed. Deer slept here overnight. That's why all the snow is melted in a circle. It's pretty big. And yet more signs of deer. Antler rub here on that one and one over there. Actually, these are scars from old antler rubs as well. I can see them on a couple trees. Basically, I'm looking for something like this. I don't know, 8 feet, trees spread 8 feet across in this direction because the wind is coming from this general direction. And this is a great spot. There's no snow on the ground. But if I take a step forward where I'm going to build my fire, there's this humongous mound where like an old tree must have been or something before, and this is its old stump. So I'm not going to be able to have the fire right on that, which I don't like. And I can't have it closer because that's going to be too close to the tarp. So I've got to keep looking for a little bit better spot. Well, I can't keep wasting time looking for a perfect spot, so this is going to do. This is ideal. I'm going to tie up to that cherry tree and all the way back to one of these aspen over here. It will take a little bit of maintenance. The site I got to clean up a bit, but that's no big deal. This is the Virgin Adventure Sworn Mountaineer. Really nice knife. I was actually gifted this knife by my buddies over at Adventure Sworn, Cody and Leaf. Thanks a lot, guys. They gave it to me because in lieu of me starting my new bushcraft school. Really, really nice knife. It's the second Mountaineer I've had from them. This is red oak handles. It kind of looks like birch bark, to be honest. The inside of birch bark with white liners. We got the logo back there. Killer knife. I've not used it at all for anything. That's the most action it's seen. I try to go pretty lightweight for this one. I'm using my Maxpedition Condor 2. Doesn't have the most space in the world, so we went lightweight. This is my tarp. This is my new sleeping pad. This tarp, you've seen it before. This is a M.E.S.T, a 5x7 foot emergency nylon tarp that weighs nothing, takes up little room, and is super, super useful. This is a new one, a new air mattress. It's called M.E.S.T Astro Airlight. It says 20R on it, but there's no way that this is a 20R rating. That's just the name. Even though the people at the store told me it was a 20R rating, I knew it wasn't. There's no way that this is that. It's a warmer weather mat, so we'll test it out tonight. It's supposed to feel like it's -6 Celsius tonight. And then just my paracord in here. I'm gonna rig up just a normal little lean-to. We're gonna tie a bowline knot for the one side of the paracord to tie up our shelter with. Simple, easy bowline knot. Okay, I'll do it one more time for you guys. Basically, you loop it again and twist it. And then you take your running end, run it 2 times through the second loop, and then just pull everything tight. If you're wondering why I'm doing the bowline knot, it's so that I don't have to tie 2 taut line hitches. This one will tighten or loosen as I need it to, depending on the tension from the other side. And I'll just tie the normal taut line hitch on the other side. And for the taut line, you've seen me do this 1,000 times. 2 on the inside, 1 on the outside, and don't pull it tight yet, because we still need to put our toggles in. For making my toggles, I just do a couple different things. As opposed to keeping the edges where I like sharp, where I just cut it, I'll round it off on both sides. That way there's no chance of it like poking the tarp or anything. It's just safer that way, or even poking yourself with it. So now I just gotta cut it. Pick that up in a minute. So that's that. That's my toggle. Then I'll need 2 of them. This is a dead piece of aspen. I'm going to use it for my stake. I need 2 stakes. I'm going to cut them long because the ground's wet and I want them to stay in, not pop out. I'm just making a series of cuts around the circumference of the wood, and I'm just breaking it. Makes it a little bit easier. Just wrap my tarp in a paracord. I use a Canadian jam knot and then wrap it after. Paracord's going in my pocket. And that's the size of the tarp right there. Just enough coverage. The only thing attaching this is my toggles. There's one in. Well, you can see just how windy it really is right now. I've decided to put my back to the wind again, as opposed to the side. I just don't want that wind hitting me all night. I'm not too worried about the smoke swirling and stuff. I'm not going to use a fire after I go to bed anyway. So I was lucky on the other side, the stake went right in, but the ground is frozen over here on this side, 8 feet away. So I'm gonna have to get a baton and hammer this thing in. Yeah, it's not going in very good. Come on. There we go. Toit like a toiga. Now that I've got my tarp set up, I have to make a saw. I only brought a bow saw blade, and we're gonna make a bucksaw out here. just using the blade so I can get flat cuts. It'll be better for what I'm doing. Even cuts, like nice flush cuts. There we go. Here's the rough outline of my bucksaw. I used the saw blade to cut the pieces like I showed you so that I had clean edges. Used my knife to whittle down a piece here. All I did was put points on either end, and I've got to make notches to fit the points, and I've got to slice the bottom so the saw blade can slide up in, and then tension it using this piece of paracord. So I'm just going to mark where I need to make my notches at. Right there. And there. To get the slot for my saw blade to go in, I'm just going to baton it. Not too far at all. That's good there. I'm going to have to wrap something on it after so it doesn't continue to split. Cutting the notch for the side piece, for the middle piece, is really easy. I just want to make it deep. I don't want to make it that wide, but deep so that it can sit in there and not really have anywhere to go. I like to choke up on my knife like this, so I'm using it like this. I don't hold it really by the handle too much, but more by the blade. That should be good. Now the moment of truth. See how it all went. Slide those down in there. The saw blade. It's really important that it all matches up, lines up, because otherwise it's not going to get good tension on it, and it's just not going to work. Wow, that wind's picking up. There, it's in there, pretty good. There we go. So, good, got a good fit. Got to just tie our tensioning cord around. I'm just going to tie the cord around itself. Loop both ends around the saw. Oh, it's already got good tension there. Wrench it down as far as you can, farther than you think you'd have to go. There we go. Let's go test it out. Just wanted to do one final thing before we start using her. That's just wrap the sides in gutted 550. I'm using gutted 550 so that it lays flat, and I'm putting it here so that the split doesn't go up any farther. Just really just wrenching on it as much as I can. Okay. I'm going to do the Bowdrill. That's purchase fire. That's how I'm going to get my fire going. And what I'm doing here is I'm just looking for the right kind of wood. This is this trembling aspen, dead, relatively straight, and relatively thick enough. Ideally a bit thicker. This should work. So I'm cutting a straight piece. I'm going to cut it here a little bit longer than I need, because you can always mess with it after. Yeah, super dry. Very, very good. I'm going to baton this in half. and decide what piece I'm going to use for what after it comes out. So, I like to use the skinnier piece for my hearth board, so I don't have to drill too far. So this will be my hearth. I'll have to fix it up in a bit. I'm going to keep it on this bark up off the ground. And my spindle, I'm going to actually baton down again, because I really don't want to be carving out all that much. And one more time. And then, since it split out a bit, I'll just start from up here. And that should be pretty good. A good rough piece to make my spindle from. I'm liking using this knife. It's a very, very nice knife. All adventure sword knives are pretty nice. About done. I'm just checking to make sure my baseboard's flat. All I did was flatten out the piece at the end. It's gonna work well. Got to make my starting hole. I don't want to go too deep, just more round so it can fit in there. And I'll just trim off the side so it doesn't have, I don't have to cut my notch too far in. Little trick. Okay, that looks to be about perfect. Now I have to get the bow and the tinder bundle and the bearing block. Lots of stuff. I really like using willow for my bow because it comes out, it's light, and it grows back very, very quickly, and I don't feel like I'm hurting something cutting it live. So, want to cut it off right above here and leave one of these arms out as part of the bow. So, just cut it right there. And then trim it up with the saw. There we go. So basically, that's my bow. My one loop is going to go around there. The other one's going to get tucked in. Should be pretty good. A little bit short. Should work though. So I've already burned my hole and cut the notch and all that jazz. If you want to see a in-depth Bowdrill tutorial, I'll put a link up in this video of one I did a while back last year. It's pretty comprehensive. I can't go into that much detail in this video or else I won't have any time for anything else. Alright, wish me luck. There's a lot of smoke, or a lot of dust, a lot of smoke. Looks good. It died out on me. I'll give it another shot. Come on. Man, there's a huge pile of dust here. It's just not working for me. Huh. Well, it's 5:10. I have probably till about 7 o'clock until dark, so I'm gonna go try and make another Bowdrill set. This is the new set. I burned it in already. This is the first real try with the new set. This is cottonwood, as opposed to trembling aspen from the first time. That looks good. It'll go, I think. Anger issues. Alright, this is my second try on my second hole, on my second set. If it doesn't work this time, I'm going to give up and go to the fire steel. My arm's about ready to fall off. Yeah, okay. Come on. Nice. Okay, try and get a close up before it blows away. Oh man, that is a sight for sore eyes, let me tell you what. Ugh. That was ridiculous, man. It just goes to show you, I've done a Bowdrill here in the same woods hundreds of times, and that was super hard. It took me 2 hours. I gotta get everything ready now, try and cook my food before it gets too dark. Maxpedition Condor 2 does not have the most room inside it, and the straps that come with it on the bottom aren't long enough for anything. So I tied some paracord with Canadian jam knots, constrictor knots on there, and that's how I carry my stuff on the bottom of it. Today was my sleeping bag. This Sea to Summit compression sack is awesome. Gets my bag down probably half the size it would normally be, literally. Obviously doesn't kill the weight, but the size is the big thing. And the bag itself, the stuff sack, is super lightweight. Weighs nothing at all. So I'm gonna let this fluff up my down sleeping bag, my -7 Celsius down sleeping bag. I'll be plenty warm tonight with that. I brought some trout with me today. I'm gonna cook it up over the fire, M.E.S.T style. So all I'm doing is poking holes on either side so I can get a skewer through. Two holes 3 times. You take your skewers and you just want to keep it open. You don't want, you want to kind of butterfly it open. That's basically what we're doing. So we have the trout on cooking. All I did was take a fork stick, stick it this way, and then stuck my my cooking spit underneath this big log, and it's gonna hold it right there. I want the flames to lick it a little bit. I'm gonna try and cook it as slow as possible. Well, I'm just waiting for my trout to finish. I thought I'd go through my pack and show you what I brought this time. So again, the pack itself is a Maxpedition Condor 2. I've had it for probably 8 to 10 years. Bomb-proof bag. Real good piece of kit. I got some oatmeal for the morning. A little bit of rice to go with my fish if I want it. 2 granola bars. Snow Peak spork, titanium spork. I've got another lens for my camera and an extra battery. I've already gone through 1.5 batteries, which is crazy. Petzl headlamp, I think it's a Tika, works really well. There are better, but it's a good like $40 headlamp. My Primloft, which I'm going to be putting on in a little bit here. Water. You've already seen my paracord bag, my Sea to Summit compression sack that I have my sleeping bag in. Again, my sleeping bag is a Mountain Hardwear -7 Celsius down bag. It's 650 plus fill. Again, not the greatest, but good. Smart wool socks to change into. This is a merino wool a merino wool hoodie. I'm wearing a merino wool shirt and a fleece. Stanfield's Polar Therm Long Johns. I also have my sleeping pad that I showed you, my Reflectix. I have in here my titanium cup and another Nalgene full of water. The titanium cup is Snow Peak Solo Cook Set. A little bit of a pain to get it out of here. Anyways, I'll show you after. And then as far as what I'm wearing, these are muck boots, muck chore boots. They are very good. These are probably my new favorite piece of kit for now. You can fold them down. They're all neoprene on the top. And if you get too warm or don't want them all the way up, you can fold them down like that, wear them like that. Looks kind of goofy, but whatever, it lets your feet air out. Or pull them up. It's all rubber to here, neoprene almost to my knee. These are 100% waterproof and tough. I have Fall Raven pants on. They're not the wax cotton ones, these are just like a normal cotton one. And I already told you about my shirt. My knife, one more time, is an Adventure Sworn Mountaineer with red oak handle, thick white liners, and it's 1/8 thick. It's a nice knife. I'm really enjoying using it. The handle is awesome. It's about to get dark, and something I've started to do when I'm camping is when I know it's going to get dark within the hour or 2 hours, I just take my headlamp out and either put it around my neck like this, put it in my pocket, something like that, so I have it. So I'm not searching around once it gets dark inside my bag or wherever for my headlamp. This is looking pretty good. Oh man, that is perfect. Nice. Wow, this looks so good. I cannot wait to devour this. Oh man. The color and like the texture. Oh yeah. That's where it's at. So I went to the butcher thinking I was gonna get a steak. I saw the fish and I had to go for it. Trout is my favorite. Oh man, no flavoring, excuse me, no seasoning on it or anything, nothing, and it doesn't need it. It's fantastic. It's a little smoky from the fire, man. The crispy bit, A+. Like you couldn't buy this in a restaurant, literally. So I'm a really big fan of the Mountaineer by Adventure Sworn Knives. This is the second one I've had. I have that other one, the white one with the orange liners on it. Same model. This one's a little bit different, but the reason that I chose a Mountaineer again, when Cody and Leaf said that they wanted to hook me up, was because I think that it's the ideal model. I like the pointiness. I like how pointy it goes. It's like a woodlore almost, except for the pommel doesn't really have that bird beak. It comes out, it flares out on both sides, more rounded and soft in my opinion. I'm sure there's other differences. I'm not aware of them. Very, very similar to a woodlore clone. Great knife, feels amazing in the hand. They put the logo on the spine this time, which is cool. Definitely don't need any small stuff, but I just want to play with this knife. That's understandable, right? Oh, she's really sharp. They come screaming sharp. You can shave with them, guaranteed. I've known Cody and Leaf for a long time. We're buddies over on Bushcraft USA for forum. And I really just wanted to say thanks to those guys once again for hooking me up here. Class act. They didn't have to do that at all, and they just out of the kindness of their hearts did, so I really appreciate it. This air mattress is pretty cool. It's got a built-in pillow baffle there, and again, the name is Nemo Astro Airlight. That'll be my first night using it. It's flimsy, very, very flimsy, and I'm almost kind of worried about poking a hole in it, but we'll see. It did come with a patch kit, which doesn't really reassure me too much. There's a beauty sunset out there. It's really nice. It'll be a nice day tomorrow. I'm getting a little chilly, so I'm throwing on my Prim Loft. I'm probably going to throw my long johns on as well. I'm running out of filming light, so probably won't be too much more tonight, but we'll see. It's a nice night. I'm gonna have to be conservative with my wood. There is a ton of dead wood around me, and I'm gonna gather a little bit more before it gets too dark. But I don't plan on having the fire going all night at all. My sleeping bag's gonna keep me plenty warm. I'm gonna sleep all through the night, hopefully. None of this getting up and stoking the fire nonsense. No, I feel pretty accomplished today coming out here. I got out here just after 2 o'clock, and it's 20 to 8 now. I did a lot of stuff. I did everything I wanted to do. I made that Bucksaw, basically just a knife. Used the saw blade a little bit. Made that Bowdrill kit. Set up camp, cut firewood, did all that stuff, cooked a trout. Man, I'm having a good time. It's really windy, and the wind keeps switching directions. So really, like, my back is at the predominant wind direction coming this way, but it's going to be swooping in and out each way. Really, it doesn't matter too much because it's not too cold. If it were colder and that was happening, I would have brought a bigger tarp to wrap around, or I would build up sides with like a fire reflector almost. Pound stakes into the ground and lay logs in there. But again, my sleeping bag's gonna be more than enough tonight, so it's all good. These are 3/4 sticks. No cordage or anything. Sweet little tripod. That's it for tonight, guys. I'm gonna have my tea, have a granola bar, and lay down. It's 20 after 8 right now. It's getting stormy. I don't know if it's gonna rain or what, but the wind's picking up. I'm just gonna hunker down for tonight. I'm running out of battery and memory, so I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, guys, it's 20 after 5. Woke up at around 5 o'clock. And I have a 2-hour hike to get back home through the city. So I'm hiking I'm packing my stuff up and hiking home. It's 5:30 now, all packed up, and it's time to head out. Wait, I can't forget my camera. I have to come back for my camera and my tripod. I was wrong when I said it was 5. It was actually 6 when I got up, so it's 6:30 now. The sun's not coming up for another hour or so. So I got a 2-hour walk through the city home at 6:30 in the morning, wearing a full backpack full of gear. Should be fun. Getting close now, probably about halfway. I'm exhausted.